Hello, welcome to my channel. I am Lady Callum here. I am doing my 323rd presentation. It will be on Mama Wata, or they also call her Mami Wata, mm, Mama Wata. I call her Mama Wata. So, anyways, my voice is a lot clearer because I invested in the microphone. Just to do these presentations and sound a lot clearer. So we have two cards. We have Mami Wata here, which is naked. That's what it says. And Mami Wata here. So this card comes from the of the world. Goddesses of the world, sorry. Awaken your inner goddess. Oracle cards that celebrate women's diverse stories by Relmi, Sasha, and Sylvia Damiano. And this beautiful card, they're both beautiful, comes from African Goddess Rising Oracle by Abiola Abrams, a 44 card deck and guidebook. You can get them at Amazon, eBay, your bookstores, or your occult new age stores. So definitely seek out to get these. Now, as you see this statue, this is Saint Martha the Dominator, in which Mama Wata is associated with. So Mama Wata, is synchronized with Saint Martha, and her name means, it clearly means Mama Water. So she is said, she's now seen as a singular deity, but it was said that she was, that the Mama Waters were siren spirits of the oceans, of the sea. And she is seen as a very beautiful woman, a gorgeous woman, a woman of perfection. She is very regal and royal looking, very royal looking. Uh, she is said to have a body that is half woman and half snake, or half woman and half fish, typically like how we visualize mermaids. Isn't she the beautiful mermaid? So her colors was red and white, but now people have associated, because of the ocean and because of the statue, more like with blues and greens. So her element is that of water. Her shrines, where she's originally from, is from Western Africa, Central Africa, and like Southern Africa. One eclectic practitioner, Santeria, who is now a Santero, told me, back in the 90s, you should contact Mami Wata. She wants to contact you. So I had a picture of her. I still have it. I just don't know where I put it. That I got in the 90s, and it's a postcard. So a little bit about Saint Martha, the Dominator, is that she's used to dominate, but she prefers women, where she won't dominate them unless they're a bad mother. And she's like saint that is a saint of housewives, a saint of hospitality, and she's a saint of mothers too, that of and she also ensures wealth, but not like, well, she ensures wealth so that the needs are met. So as you see associate with snakes, and that's how she got her synchronization, and with the wavy hair, like wavy like the oceans. Kind of reminds me almost like the Kali hair, though. The not as long, but on the statue, but you get what I mean, with no bangs, with the wild hair. Anyways, I'm getting off topic. I don't want to start talking about Kali. So, Mama Water, Mami Wata, also known as Mamba Muntu, as she's called. Some people associate her with the Wudan Loa, lost siren, which again means the siren. I'm not going to go around saying they are the same spirit. And she a is she approachable? With caution. Beware. All right? Just beware. She seems to again to have a certain attitude towards men and a certain attitude towards women. So here's the thing with Mami Wata. If she grants you wealth, you better keep your promises, number one, or she will take it off you and then some. Because she is loyal, and she respects loyalty. So there are stories, different stories of cautionary stories that people tell about how, a work, your average worker, a poor person goes out to go fishing, and either Mami Wata calls out to them, or they call out, for help, and she helps them, and she gives them wealth beyond their wildest dreams. But she either says, don't talk about me, or be loyal to me, and that this person gets everything they want, but then goes back and wants more, and is very like trying to dominate her, or yelling at her and screaming at her and trying to like provocation with her. And that's when she gets mad, and she will take everything and then some, where they would have been better off not to have called her in the first place. But you see, I don't blame her or fault her for that. Because when she gives you everything you desire, and you are greedy, and you don't care about your fellow person, and you don't care to share, and you become a hypocrite, complain about rich people never give, rich people never do this, and then when you become rich, or you have all this money, and now you become just like them. She doesn't tolerate that. Okay, if you're gonna play around, I mean, if you're gonna constantly mess up, and we all mess up, she's she may not be for you. If you have problems with keeping your word or you're not loyal, again, she may not be for you. If she also demands worship. She gave you something and she gave you something big. She's gonna want, especially for men, she's gonna want adoration. So she gave me the lottery numbers. Hey, Mami Wata, let's get you a nice altar and everything. You know, wow, let's see, hmm, what charities should I help? And people I should help. Oh, look, it's a stray cat. Let's give it a home. I have all this money and all this home, you know? And let's not forget Mama Wata, Let's give her an offering of what I can give her. And that's what she likes. She likes loyalty. She she's a volatile spirit, okay? She could be calm one day like the ocean and she could pull you out like an undertow. And there's some people that says, "Oh, if you hear her call, be very careful because she may be want you." You know what I mean? So again, you remember how the sirens would call in the Greek mythology and they would sing the song and they would be entranced and they would be called to them and their ship would sink. I'm not going to say she's going to sink your ship or anything. I'm just saying she's volatile and at times she just doesn't play well with others. She will godsmack someone. So there are mermen out there. I'm not going to call, they say, oh, there's male spirits that are called Mami Wata. That doesn't make sense to me. That does not make sense. Okay. Yes, I support the LGBTQ. Yes, I'm an ally. But I think you know what I'm getting at. So she is a goddess of water, of the oceans and the seas. She's a goddess of fertility, especially with someone looking to get pregnant. She brings on spells of beauty and her magic deals with beauty and beautifying one and giving power to people. She gives you the power over your life, but also can give you power to actually control things. So she also deals with money, wealth, luxury, living the dream. So the old saying, the piece of American pie. But she can damn well humble someone. She can bring someone to their knees. And So if I have time, I'll speak about a little bit more about Saint Martha, the Dominator. But she can give someone a beautiful home, a beautiful life, prestige, that promotion you've been wanting, sur- that you were entitled to because of your achievements, because of your worth excess, because of when your knowledge, but then you get overlooked for the promotion, especially by someone who's a complete nitwit. So she's great for women in the workforce where, you know, when I was working in the food industry, it's okay for a woman to work at home as a cook, to cook for her husband and children, but in the industry, no, 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 that's for men only. And a woman had to work 2 to 3 times as hard just to get recognized. So she realizes this. There are, where there are places where women have to work hard just to be recognized and not be overpassed. So, yes, she knows about this. So people of different colors are sometimes overlooked for the positions, or because they're gay or they're lesbian or they're trans. And this is happening now where they're overlooked for something they're qualified for. And it happened to white people too, where they're overlooked. It doesn't matter. When you're overlooked because of discrimination, you can call the Mami Wata, because Saint Martha, the Dominator, is going to do the same thing. And I'm not saying Saint Martha and Mami Wata are the same spirits. I'm saying that she's synchronized, and there's a reason, not just because of the color and the flowing hair and the snakes. There are some similarities of what they can do, and then of course there's differences. And as you see, she's there with the child. So she's she's a mother. She acts the beautiful maiden, but she's also a mother. She can be a light mother or a dark mother. You ever hear the term, "Oh, are you a good witch or a bad witch?" Well, it depends how you treat me. You can see their eyes just pop out. So, what do you mean? Well, if you treat me good, I'll bless you. You treat me bad, I'm just may curse you. Yep, that's her. She is a very awe-inspiring goddess, and she can be very overpowering. Her energies can be type of pulling you. Like you feel like you're floating, but you also feel like you can be overwhelmed at times. Feel like you're just bobbing back and forth. That's her energy. She's a she deals with strength and domination as well, and dominion. So she's actually parallel with Saint Martha, the Dominator. As for Narisha, she has been compared to Olukun and Yamaya. And again, I'm not saying she's Olukun or Yamaya. Okay, I'm just saying this, some of the similarities there. They definitely different have different energies and stories. The Mama Wata also deals with love. She deals with keeping your mate. especially keeping when women find their husbands are cheating and they have children. What am I going to do? Let me. Hi, Mami Wata. Yeah, I need some help. So let's look at these cards. Okay, so first we're going to look at this beautiful. Oh goodness, this is a beautiful card. So we got naked. I'll just read a little bit, and it's from African Goddesses, African Goddess Rising Oracle Guidebook. I don't have the book that she has with the meditations and stuff. Maybe one day I get it. Huh? Let me go try to find where she is. This it? Nope. This, maybe if I looked at, there we are. Nope. Yep. It's page 60. So, goddess of emotional nakedness, diaspora. So Mami Wata and her sisters live in the Ikpoba River in Benin City, Nigeria, but the ancient mermaid goddess is her own global pantheon. Mami Wata influences emotions and gifts her followers with clairvoyance and healing powers. So that's another thing I want to talk about. She is a healer. She does open up the channel and mediumship and psychic abilities. She can help you. So Mami Wata's guidance says, hide no more. The emotional nakedness you avoid is your superpower, not your shame. So that's just what I'm going to read out of this. And now we're going to go to this card by Goddesses of the World by Relmi, Sasha, and Sylvia Damiano. So I'll just read a little bit out of this. And I would say definitely get these cards. They're very beautiful. Okay. Embrace your sensuality. The West African water deity calls you to dive deep into the waters of your emotions. Embrace your sensuality and connection to the primal forces of life. Trust in the flow of life's currents and surrender to the tides of change. For in the waters of Mami Wata, you find healing and transformation. So they also have a YouTube channel, and they have a thing that you can scan, you see, each card, and you get more of a definition for this card. You get their website when you get these cards, and they also have a YouTube channel. I would say these cards are worth it, so go for it, definitely. Like I said, African Goddess Rising from here, and Goddesses of the World for that card. I love Oracle and Tarot cards, don't you? I invested a lot of money in them. So this spirit, whatever you want to call her, lady, spirit, goddess, can help transform your life. Now, depending on how you behave and how you treat her, is the transformation going to be good or the transformation going to be bad? So you got to change up in your head, your mind. You got to change those programmings, and you got to change your behaviors, because she's not going to tolerate bullshit. She really isn't. And if you want to play, oh, she'll play. And you ain't going to like the game she does. So again, this is not for everybody. So if you feel called to her, check it out. If you feel curious, do some information and some searching. So, I'm sorry. So even her images are drawn or painted on walls of lottery parlors to bring luck and wealth. So people pray to her to have good luck. But remember, share your luck with her, share your luck with your family. Sort of like, oh, Mami Wata, make me have money, and then you go leave your family, you go leave your children while you have steaks and champagne and your kids have nothing but beans and rice. It's not going to work out good for you. Not at all. It's not going to work good for you. It isn't right. So you go travel the world while your kids have no AC, your kids have no heat. Your family that you left barely has a roof over their head. That's not going to work either. Nope, not going to work. And it's not. And she will have ways of making you do stupid things with the money, absolutely stupid things, and then you'll be wishing you never got that money by the time she's done with you. She'll suck you dry. She'll take everything off of you and then some. Even life itself. So she has a lot of wisdom, especially when you're going through a crossroads in your life. She has a lot of guidance. So when you're dealing with complex emotions and you feel you're going through mind boggling experiences, she can help. She is royalty, so you better treat her like royalty. She likes combs, mirrors, brushes. She likes sweet water. I would give her something like water filled fruits like melons, cantaloupes, honeydews, watermelon. You can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with pretty flowers and perfumes and scented lotions. You can't go wrong with chocolate, especially the luxurious things. You know, like Ferrero Rochers or Lindt, those little chocolate truffles. You can't go wrong with making her a treat, making her, you know, melon balls, just taking the time and scooping it out. She likes things of luxury, bakery goods, especially if they're elegant. She likes that. She loves jewelry. She likes things like shells and stuff and pretty ornaments. So those are good ideas of what to give her, roses and stuff. Good incense to burn to her, well, if you got some really pretty smelling incense, nag champa, rose, jasmine. She loves that. I mean, I got like when I watermelon oil. It's like this perfumed oil that I use in some of my. She likes that. Rose oil, can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with jasmine oil with her or pretty smelling essential oils. She doesn't want like what I guess she's coming up with yuck oils. I think she's got a little smile there, like yuck. Like I wouldn't use like things that have an astringent smell. I would use things that have a flowery, a very watery scent, you know? Like even watermelon scented incense would be good. She could be very nurturing. She can teach you resilience. She can help you flow with things. And she could be very, very benevolent, very caring, very loving. But again, she can be very hostile. Okay? That's the way I can put it. So she can bring misfortune as well as fortune. She's a goddess that can help you in rebirth in this life. Mm. She's definitely good for healing of the body and mind and your emotions. She's a goddess that can also tempt you. She can tempt. She can seduce. She can be very hypnotic. She can help you. She can make you desire her, but also bring your desires here for you to manifest. So she'll teach you how to appreciate what you got and to appreciate what she gives you. And if you're not grateful, she'll make you wish you never had it. Not saying she's going to take everything that you had before because you hear the story of Mami Wata. I better not even listen to her. I mean, what I'm trying to say is to be grateful for what you have, and she'll give you more. What else can I talk about her? She can teach you elegance and charm, how to to seduce the one you want and charm your way through life, but also give you wisdom, charm, grace, elegance, power, influence. So if that's what you're looking to do is be an influencer, and she can help you with that too. There are stories about life-changing meetings and encounters with this one. She represents the duality of life. give and take. But she teaches boundaries, and she'll teach you how to set up your boundaries. She definitely teaches you reflection. She has a multifaceted nature, sort of like the diamonds with all the faucets, and that's what she kind of reminds me of. She's both beautiful and dangerous. So her animal is definitely dealing with the fish and the snakes. There's even one source by that says that she's a crocodile woman, mother crocodiles, and that's from Judica Illis's book. Oh, what is it called? Let me look at my over there. Encyclopedia of Spirits. I'm looking over my so by Judica Isles. Illis, sorry. Illis, not Isles. Illis. Sorry. So she will teach you how to command, to control what you need, and to, again, be an influencer. And St. Martha, the Dominator, was actually an amazing woman who lived in the 4th century CE, which is now the southern part of France. She was born to a very affluent family, wealthy family, and she herself was well educated. So, yeah, she was determined to become Christian, and well, I'm not into Christ, as you know, but she was able to subdue things, and in this day, she safeguards her devotees just much like Mami Wata, who safeguards her devotees. So she, Mami Wata, can help you through difficult situations or dealing with a difficult person, just like Saint Martha the Dominator. And Saint Martha is also used in hoodoo, which is a practice. It's not a religion. And she can control, get a handle of the situation, just like Mami Wata can. Get a handle, a grip on things, get a grip on reality. So if someone's being cruel to you, like a boss, maybe a patriarchal or matriarchal figure is being cruel, maybe you're living under dominating circumstances, you got a cruel other half, get away. You can't change them. Don't try. It's nice if you try to change, but not at the risk of you getting mistreated. No, you don't need that. So, in a hopeless relationship where you feel trapped and you feel like you can't get out, of course, there are places you need to go, like the police, social worker, counselor, friends, family. And sometimes, you know, the woman you're with or the man you're with, it's just impossible to deal with and is very scary and a very bad situation. This is where, I would definitely say get the law involved, but this is where Saint Martha, the Dominator, and Mom, as well as Mami Wata, can come into the situation and get you out of there, get you somewhere safe. You know, if you're going to be in a mansion being treated like a prisoner and being beaten, treated like a slave, you're better off in a one bedroom apartment where you can live like a queen. You know, or if you have children, two-bedroom apartments, you're better off in that situation than live in a mansion with many rooms and being beaten and treated terribly, being treated like a slave in your own home. Better be a queen in your own little 700 square foot home than live in a 10,000 square foot mansion. Okay. So she can help with freedom and protect you from harm. And yeah, she can get revenge. She don't put up with child abusers. So, and if you know a case of child abuse, hello, police, hello, child welfare, CPS, you know, hello, lawyer, hello, hello, you know what I'm getting? Hello, friends and family, it's just a matter of saying, hello, 911, I'm being mistreated, right? Or that child is being mistreated. So don't just rely on prayer. That's like if someone's on fire. Oh, I know what I can do. I can pray. I can cover you with thoughts and prayers. Doesn't work right away. Let me get a blanket. Let me get a fire blanket. Let me get some water. Put it out. Let me call for help. Get a fire extinguisher. Something. Tell the person. Drop down and roll. Get. Don't run around on flames. Get down on the floor. Are you okay, buddy? You don't just go. I'll just do an Our Father and Hail Mary, unless you really hate the person. you know. Yeah. So about taking action. So, like Saint Martha, another thing I'm gonna go back into Mami Wata pound cake is good. Uh, Saint Martha, like Saint, you can give Mami Wata. I don't mean to say they're the same thing. They're parallel with each other. White wines, champagnes. So those are the things that you can give her. I know Saint Martha likes sweet bread, so that could possibly go with Mami Wata as well. And yes, you can get Saint Martha candles and stuff and use it for Mami Wata. Mami Wata, Mammy Wata, Mama Wata. It's all fine. Mother Wata. That's all fine. You can call her Queen, Your Highness. She can teach you how to gain power and how to reclaim your power and take back your power. Take back your power that you've given away or that has been stripped away. All right? Gain back your freedom. Oh, I've been talking for 45 minutes. I feel like I've only been talking for like 15 minutes. What else do I want to say about her? She's a deep well of knowledge, deep, deep spiritual power. She can really help you gain power, not just influence power, but power in magic and to master energy. She can teach the art of seduction. Now in Nigeria, her followers do wear red and white. I just wanted to put the blue up for the waters. I couldn't find my red altar cloth. I was digging through things. I'm like, I've had enough. So I just put up blue. So please forgive me for that. But red and white are her colors in Nigeria. So there are statues of her, like even in Nigeria, by the in the 1950s, with her as a full woman, with legs of a woman, body of a woman, with a snake wrapped around her body and a knot just like this, and one that she's holding, and long black hair. Her voice is very beautiful. Oh, her voice is very melodic. So she can really sing those high pitched notes. And she knows how to dance. She knows how to sing. She knows how to swing those hips. She knows how to call. She'll teach you how to call too, how to invoke, but also push away and cleanse yourself of some icky yuck yuck yuck. Yuck yucks. Get rid of the yuck yucks in your life, as she keeps saying yuck yucks. So the yuck yuck people and the yuck yuck energy. Yuck yuck yuck. Get rid of them. They're yucky. She'll teach you how to be a king or a queen, but a good one. Not one who, you know, beats down the people who are good and don't deserve it. So, yeah. She's no friend of chomos, pedos. Ugh, yuck yucks again. No. So, anyways, that's what I wanted to. She was very feared and respected, very awe inspiring. So, how do you feel about her? What are your experiences with her? Have you worked with her? I'd like to know. Mm, So, anyways, my message for you is to treat people with respect that deserve respect and be good, the kind, and to be good to yourself. And if you watch this and you get money, think about helping others too, not just helping yourself. You know, maybe donate something to charity or something. But anyways, thank you for being here. Please share my video with your friends and family. And think about subscribing to my YouTube channel. That's a way to pay me. I don't make a dime from these. I don't make a penny. I don't even have a Patreon account. Maybe one day I will. Who knows? But I do this, you know, from my heart to yours. So please subscribe and like my video. And as always, blessed be.